All right, let's get it.
Welcome to Weekly Strategy. This is how you access the new player health screen. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll have our eyes on Darnell Mooney. He stuffed the stat sheet in last week's action, nearly 190 yards. It's the Bears and the Giants, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
We trying to go 4-0, y'all. We 3-0. Let's see, can we go 4-0?
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Chicago's offense running out and... For years and years to come, second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Here's Fields. Finds Komet.
Prayers down. Let's go.
And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And again back to Komet.
Sersky, he thought he was going to get my
field across the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 119 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Dang, he overthrew it. He had it too. He overthrew it.
The Bears in 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
I ain't gonna have that mother if he ain't trip me up. Let's go.
10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a start right out of them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Montgomery trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Once more, Montgomery.
Man, come on, bro. These niggas got in my way, bro. Come on, bro. I'll take my 3 small football.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive.
We should have scored there, bro. If they didn't get in my way, I would have scored that.
Here come the Giants, led out by
then they ain't blocking for nothing.
Pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
What I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. But fortunately,
bro, why they didn't pick up the fumble, bro? Come on.
Could have been trouble. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Throwing Jones.
Yes, Sirski, good defense. Let's go.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be.
Come on, man. I need y'all to catch deep, dog.
Each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Bro, look how he throws that, though. Come on, dog. Oh, my God, bro. Look how he throws it.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Supposed to be blowing the Giants out now. Come on now.
On EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They'll run it again with Barkley. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be marked.
Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all with all these weak-ass tackling, bro.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Dancing to his left.
Yeah, there we go.
Just get rid of it.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. 2 fantastic games coming up.
I hate playing in the rain, G. I swear I do.
In October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. To the air again, Fields. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And a quick throw here.
Let's go, get in there.
Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Why he ain't pick it? This nigga batted away. Come on, G.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to see.
Jones
Get his ass. Let's go.
He goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they
Let's go. Good D.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. There, this one's high, but not very far. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make you
Come on the ball, on the ball.
to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fields throwing again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some
I don't know if he can kick this one in his raining. Let's see.
Coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not down.
Oh, hell no, he can't kick.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. Pass midfield, look out. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. Williams brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be taken.
Oh my, come on, Chicago now.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Play action. It's Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Fields now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
He overthrowing these niggas, man. Come on, dog.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a first down throw, Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Fields. The quick slant caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. James has got it. Complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones on 3rd down. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw again. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Good defense. Let's go.
Down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 43. Here's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
I had him, boy.
3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is in.
Go.
Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Fields trying to throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Let's go, defense.
Of how he played the ball here, no panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's
Let's go, good D.
He cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage in your tight end on that one.
And he takes
Get in there. Let's go, man. Let's game.
Treston Ebner, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to
hit his ass, made him drop it. Stop playing.
They take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Man, come on, bro.
Well upfield across the 45. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And
no Sirski.
Be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on second down. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line.
Well, I want to pick them mud up.
That's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide.
Come on, now you run too down slow.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
They can have that shit. They can have that.
Daniel Bellinger from 3 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside
This is
kick.
where they finna fuck up at.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Let's go.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's got a man complete.
Y'all gonna leave me open like
The
that?
Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. The quick slant caught. Now a second timeout call.
It should have been a touchdown.
Defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try to run this one in.
That's game right there. 4-0, man. Let's go.
Chicago. Treston Ebner. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 2nd and 10, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's James finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes.
Bro, still missed. What the fuck?
And he's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, man.
Way down inside the 10. Back to throw. Jones.
That nigga wide up. Come on, number 6. Y'all still lost, so it don't even matter, John.
Darius Slayton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gano the extra point. And that
outside kick ain't gonna help you.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score,
he overthrew it. He wide open.
win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Got his man.
Let's go, man. We out there motion shit. Let's go.
Darnell Mooney, 41 yards. And the Bears tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Jones now on 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He's got this to the 30.
What's up with it, bro?
Taken down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bears, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
We 4-0, Jack. Let's go. 4-0. The Vikings 2-2.
It's week 5 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He got to the century mark in receiving last week with a pair of scores. It's the Vikings and the Bears. All that and more coming up next.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And as Gap folks believe that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Oh, come on, bro. Every time they get hit, they throw in the cells. Come on, bro.
Some space here. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Previous play is under review.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing?
After review of the play,
So that one
going on the field is
overturned.
reversed.
They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Quick slant to Hamler. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Throwing is Cousins.
They're going right back to Hamler.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
And Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
To the right side.
Go, Showski. Let's go.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little
section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's the Washington
Still
Huskies.
caught. Now what?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 29. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
92nd play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they go Montgomery.
Man, come
this
on,
is
boy.
not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. On second down, Montgomery.
Get in there. Let's go.
To the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Cousins.
Oh, yeah. Take it to the point, man. Take it to the... Oh, come on, bro.
Going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown right to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Chicago trusted Darnell Mooney to step up and be their top wide receiver, and he gave them a 1,000-yard season in return. They're certainly hoping that a third-year wideout can form a lasting connection with second-year quarterback Justin Fields.
Let's go, man. Hit your dance on.
Justin Fields, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On play action, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Catch is made.
Where you going, son?
The tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again.
They got to bring that back.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Can't call for the penalty.
Yeah, we on that, man.
Time as Cousins goes down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Man, how's that? I'm right there.
Get this one down near the 20.
They want to save there. No.
Shy of the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better.
And he can't get rid of it.
Take out 3.
Taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Bullock's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit ties it to 14-6 now. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Come on, bro. What you doing to, bro?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Fields.
Bro, every time I get hit, I throw an interception, bro. Lead.
So close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this is good from 57 yards out. Those bombs away right there. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out.
Get his
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Eluding the pressure right.
Let's go. Good D.
Downfield, so he'll throw it away. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Fields throw complete here.
I thought that was a pick, to be honest.
He'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now Fields rolling to his left.
And let's go, man. They can't hold me, man. Let's go.
Chicago. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on
to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. But the football going back to the Vikings offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
I can't do that.
Every team that we ever talked to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
On second down, it's Cook again.
A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
To throw, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
Still 4th down. Let's go, man. Good D.
And that's going to make it 4th
Y'all ain't doing nothing but kicking field goals.
4-yard attempt.
Oh, they missed that one. Let's go.
It's not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep this a 12-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back.
Oh, he hit me and made me overthrow
Now
him.
a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Back to throw. Fields
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now
Here they go with this hose and stuff.
And they
I
may
told
be
you.
going backward here.
Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide.
First down coming.
Pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
a play fake. Now Fields to throw.
That is caught. It's
Told you it's a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way
4th quarter,
down
man. Let's go.
inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
What's up with it?
Play action. Fields.
He had them. Well, come on, bro. He had that.
Vikings are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Let's go, defense.
Third and long for Cousins.
Number 6 always messing up something.
It's complete.
That nigga always get burnt.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
From the red zone now.
Let's go defensively.
Right, bro. Number 6 always messing it up, though. He don't got burned like 3 or 4 times.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Cook following the penalty.
Let's go. Use the shit.
At the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins.
There we go. Number 6. By the time you do something.
A sack back at the 32.
Kyler Gordon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
6 is the best number, TBH. https://m.twitch.tv/GOGOJUN_GA.
Yeah, it is, but dang, he been getting burned.
Running back unsuccessfully.
Last stop right here.
Cousins on 4th down.
Let's go. Good D.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
https://www.facebook.com/GOGOJUNETH.
Good run, Justin Fields. Let's go.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He sets to fire deep.
Bro, I knew it. As soon as I got hit, I knew he was going to throw the interception. I just knew it.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Bears are going to take possession here.
Oh, that's pass interference. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, give me that back.
Shot CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender.
He's got
Let's go, man. Let's go. We're about to go 5-0.
Darnell Mooney, 27 yards. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
If you answer theses corrections right, I will subite.
Santos now to add the PAT.
What's up?
That one made makes this a 19-point game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes...
What NFL team has the most wins?
Streak appears it might be going by the wayside.
I'm a Cowboys fan, but the Eagles have the most wins.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run the 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, and he'll go down.
I mean, I really don't know about other teams like that. Like I said, I'm a Cowboys fan, so.
As we get you reset, Cousins with work to do after the
well, right now the Eagles,
guys up on a 3rd and long.
The only one that ain't lost in the NFL right now.
Back to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Bears going to call.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know about that. The only thing I know is my Cowboys. I don't know nothing about the other team.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. He'll go up top.
Bro, how's he wide open? They need it. They can have it. It's over with anyway.
KJ Hamler, 41 yards. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Fully good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to... Montgomery hit in the ball.
He fumbled the ball. Are you kidding me, bro? Oh, my God.
Into enemy territory, down to the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard
That
line.
nigga still caught there.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
You ain't getting me this time. Let's go.
These guys will get the football back.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes,
Bro, every time I get hit, it's an interception. That's crazy.
No surprise Pleased to see that one, partner.
You know, let them back in the game doing all that.
With a huge pick six.
They still lost though, ain't you?
They've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages.
And my
Come on,
goodness.
bro. You still should have coached it. How you let him pick you off, bro?
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
Good D. Let's go. We 5-0, y'all. Let's go.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Chicago, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.
And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings,
It's week 6 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the Commanders' electric quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Commanders and the Bears under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
tonight we kick off week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup
between the Washington Commanders
and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington,
they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter, it's Taylor Heineke.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Heineke going to put it up right away.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Kyler Gordon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. They run with the Alabama rookie. That's Brian Robinson. And some room to run.
I missed that play up.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Now Heineke. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Heineke now. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
Good defense.
He can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And a great job
So
here.
why
This
is
is
it
going
going
to
to
turn
end
out to be
zone?
a
Really?
beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Now a first down throw. Fields able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The Bears at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He got 29 yards that time. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Oh, dang it, right. Oh, wow.
Never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Fields.
Oh my God, bro. Come on, bro.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a
Every game, this nigga throwing himself.
Early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 5 catches, 62 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Robinson will try to pick it up.
Let's go. Good defense.
A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is set out to punt. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football. He's got a man complete.
Oh, yeah, he gone. He gone. Let's go.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. Rhythm play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Oh, come on.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Now a 1,000-yard rusher season to go. Antonio Gibson with it. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Heineke. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Heineke with a 3rd and goal. That's out.
Bro, how? Oh my God, they just cheating me.
Brian Robinson Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Brian Robinson finished things off with a touchdown grab. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Play action. It's Fields. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
Bro, get out of my way.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
Let's go.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this from the parking lot, from an even 70 yards out. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. 3rd quarter starting with a run from Montgomery.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Man, come on, bro.
There's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Fields throw complete here to commit. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each side, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Fields now to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he is in.
Let's get it, man.
Chicago.
Darnell Mooney
From 13 yards out.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10.
And a loose football. And this is
Let's go. Made that boy cough it up. Let's go.
And they have it at the 38-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this 3rd quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation, because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Oh, come on. He threw it right back. He got hit. That's what it was. And they got hit. Dang, man.
Right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to
We make a lot of mistakes in every game we play. We made a lot of mistakes, man. We gotta fix all of that.
For this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that.
Oh my, bro. That wide receiver run too slow, bro. He run too slow.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing.
Why you even pick it off?
Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Heineke,
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
and he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Soldier Field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Heineke. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again.
Why they didn't give me that pick, bro? They be on me.
Washington. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards.
And the Commanders.
That's my fault, bro. We don't let them come back in the damn game, bro.
Here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Bro, he ain't go nowhere.
When you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
Bro, where's he throwing to?
Intercepted. And the
God,
Commanders
bro.
are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
A 1st down throw for Heineke.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
To throw is Heineke.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the
Oh my
back.
God, bro.
Get
Roughing up
15
now.
on
Come on, dude.
timeouts. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Bro, they run slow as hell.
Set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Heineke on the move to his left.
Look how slow they run, bro. There's no way he should have scored there, bro. Come on.
Taylor Heineke taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fields. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fields on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
Bro, stay on y'all blocks, bro.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller.
Oh my God, bro. How you jump that high, bro? Come, yeah, this over with.
And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So now Fields and the Bears down 28-21, 45 seconds remaining. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Here's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for
Come on, bro. Y'all got to catch the ball.
Throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
All eyes on Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. He's going to go up top again. And it's intercepted.
Well, we lost our first game, man.
Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders
5-1.
hang on the final play. They get the
We played that game bad, bro.
Football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Washington, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before
we made a lot of mistakes that game, dude.
Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
We lost our first game, 5-1. They 5-1 too, so yeah, I knew they were gonna give me a game.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and the focus is on Jacoby Myers. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Patriots and the Bears on Monday night.
Just a beautiful fall night for football here in the Northeast as we are inside Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we close out week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears.
5-1, y'all. Let's see, can we get to 6-1?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense.
We got to get more interceptions, bro.
Special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense and, of course, leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out
out of Alabama, Mac Jones. Jones looking to throw right away. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jones. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got a man.
Come on, 22.
And they got this down to
the
yard line. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there. It's Myers again.
Yeah, these niggas already starting the game off bad, bro. They got a weak-ass secondary.
Myers, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
Bro, why did he fall, bro? I hate when they do that, bro.
He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. For the Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Running back sucks.
Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They snap it to Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Pats, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, here's Fields.
Bro, how you missed that?
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Treston Ebner with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's got room. And now off to the
Oh, this secondary is so ass, bro.
And he takes this all the way down to the Bears 18. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line
Missed
at the
tackles
3.
and shit.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up
Let's
by
go.
the Bears.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. One play action, Fields. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to his
Good
receiver,
catch. Let's go.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Fields. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Fields on target to Mooney, 1st down, Chicago. A give. This is Montgomery. And all the way
Let's
to the
go.
2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now out come the Patriots. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions.
Come on, number 9.
The end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Let's go.
And he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll take this one across the 45.
Good defense.
46-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On first down, it's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now it's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he had that man.
Incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to try and go deep again.
Bro, how he left?
And it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night.
They wide receivers can't catch for nothing, boy.
Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're coming off a loss to the Washington Commanders, but so far here on their way to rebounding nicely. They lead as they take the field for a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Play action. It's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, man.
Across the middle.
Let's go.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that will lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They did the same damn play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Jones off the play fake. Out to his left.
Bro, how's that wasn't a pitch?
He's got it. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers.
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again.
They still finna lose just for the.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
2-minute warning. Let's go. Smart football.
Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the.
That's how we lost that last game. I ain't losing this one.
In this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10.
Hey, they out of timeouts now. Let's go.
The defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Fields.
Let's go, man. Let's game.
Touchdown. Justin Fields, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Jones. Connecting with Aguilar. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Hyphen like my hot photo here. Red heart. Hyphen like my hot photo here. Check mark button.
Here's Jones.
Hyphen like my hot photo here.
He's got Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Head. Hyphen are you finished? Stop spamming caps. Head. Hyphen no this
Let's
is
go. Good defense.
Stop spamming caps.
Now
Warning.
the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Jones throw there complete to Myers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw is Jones. And they're going to get him. He's
Let's go.
taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Desperation time now. Here's
https://n.twitch.tv.
Turnover. Let's go.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this
You dropped it.
Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Fields.
I thought that too damn short. That's my damn fault.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
They still lost it on, man.
Possession of the football.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be
Let's go.
incomplete.
6-1, man. Let's go.
TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Bears, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.
Oh, man, we play my team next. We play my Cowboys, man. And both for 6-1. Golly. Well, I'm gonna play that later though. That was my last game. Make sure y'all like and sub if you don't mind too.